Today is a burn day. We've been working on different piles. There's right there. We're trying to clean up this property. We got about 10 piles right now. So if you're a pyro, you might want to check this out. Hardest time last time getting a fire started. The wood's wet, and if it's real brushy like this, you need to really have coals started, like logs started. And I asked the guys, what's the secret out here? And they basically burn a tire with diesel fuel. But I don't want to get that like toxic, so I'm going to try something a little bit different to see if I can get this brush going. I'll show you what I'm using. I already called the sheriff's department. This is what we had to do in California. We got a burn permit. You go down to the fire department, you fill out some paperwork. They come to your home and they show you where you can burn safely. And you need to have like a hose ready. You need to have like your shovel, a rake, and you need to have it out at a certain time. Here, I just basically had to call the sheriff's department. And they said, you know, just do what's right, be safe. They asked about the dimensions and everything, and they said I can burn all day long. You don't usually have to call them when you're done, but I always call. And the reason you guys got to call the sheriff's department is because if people out here see smoke or they smell smoke, they're going to call the fire department. They're going to come out here for no reason. It's going to be a waste of money and resources. When if you just call them, let them know that you're burning. If a neighbor calls and say, hey, I think something's on fire, they won't send anybody out. And that's why I call them at the end when I'm done, so that if there is a fire somewhere, the sheriff and the fire department will come out and put the fire out. So let's see what I'm going to use to get the fire started. A chainsaw so I can cut these branches off and start pounding onto the fire. I have these dog food bags, and not exactly paper, they're kind of like plastic. Maybe that can get a good fire going in here. And then I have a box so I can start my fire in here. And inside here I have these fire starters that my wife made. These are like egg cartons, you know, like the cardboard, and you put some lint in there. You can put candle wax, or you can put petroleum jelly, because that's flammable. I have my my matches, and then I have some pine trees in here, so I have this stuff that I can get going. So let's see if we can just get a little fire going right now. This is going to be a challenge with one hand. Let me see if I can light this match. Oh, yeah. All right, let me see if I can get onto my fire starter. Yeah. Come on, baby. And then let me put a little bit of pine on there. Oh, yeah. I got a bunch of pine right here. Got that going. Now I need to step back a little bit. Let me get my tools out of here. I'd like to throw that bag in here right now, see what that will do. I know this might be dangerous. Once that gets going, I can throw some sticks on here. See what happens. I might have smothered it by now. Let's see, let me take a look, see. Oh no. Right, come on, let's see, it's melting like plastic. Got another thing I can throw on here. Let's put some wood on here. Okay, some wood over here. A little more plastic. I know this isn't the best filming, but you guys kind of get the idea. All right, let me step back for a little bit, and now I need to put this phone down and get this thing working. As you can see, it's getting in to the main part of the pile here. Dude, I think we might be okay. I just hope this doesn't get crazy on me, because we do have woods right there, but it has been snowing and things are wet. We've been working over here. You can see that pile, and there's our firewood. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna go get my pitchfork so I can manipulate this thing. So I'm out of breath. That's a nice trek up here. Chicky babies are working on the compost. There's my shovel and my rake, and then I'm gonna go get the pitchfork over here. I have these tools hanging on the back of this. I did a review on this product that you hang tools. The wind just blows them off. I'm gonna basically have to get just a tool shed just for my outdoor tools. Okay, got my tools. Here's how the fire's looking on the inside. So that's good. We should be able to get some coals, because now I'm getting into the bigger pieces of wood. Now my job is to start collecting the stuff around the outside and putting it on top of there. And I didn't bring my tripod, so you guys can use your imaginaciones. So it's going pretty good. What I'm doing is I got a nice fire on the inside now. I'm cutting all of these logs that are on the outside and throwing them in the middle so we can get some coals going. Because when you have that brush all loose and it's all airy, the fire will go out really quick. So you can see I'm throwing on all this little thorny stuff. And I'm basically just working my way around. I'm a chainsaw on the outside, keep throwing it to the inside. And as it gets down, I'll start using my pick, my shovel, and my rake. Vincent, let's go have some lunch. We'll let that work for about 30 minutes. I'm not going to leave it unattended because I'm going to be right here watching everything. This is over. We got a good bed of coals right here, but now I need to move that wood onto here so it will burn. Got my tripod during lunch. Now I have to do some manual labor. Oh. Important tool. Woo-wee. So now we got some more wood on top of those coals. It's going to be challenging when I get to this part over here because that is pretty deep, thorny. I'm hoping the fire can come over and burn into this. So I'm just going to let it burn a little bit like that and just clean up this hot mess all around. Keep throwing some sticks on there. Look how beautiful it is out here. Come on, guys. We're going to start a glamping business. If you ever want to come visit us in the springtime, we'll take good care of you, and you will love it out here. It's so beautiful. So there's a big log in here. There's an end that's not in the fire. I'd like to get that in the fire. Let my baby warm up. I took a lunch break, but it didn't. All right. So I have the proper safety equipment. I got this really cool chainsaw helmet with the face shield, the ear protection, and I haven't put it together yet. So I should be ashamed of myself. Don't do this at home. But I've been doing this for like 30 years. Okie dokie. Burn, baby, burn! Friends, if you're still here, thanks a lot for hanging out. We would really appreciate it if you subscribe, hit the notification bell for new videos. We come out with them daily pretty much. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. We're trying to monetize this channel because we're 2 hours away from any major city. I'm a registered nurse. We used to live in San Diego. We were homesteading out there. But you know, it's 30 minutes away from anything. I can just get whatever I want. Out here, we're in the middle of nowhere, close to nothing, we say, but it's in the middle of 3 national forests. It's absolutely beautiful. We're going to be starting a glamping business. So if you guys watch that in the spring, we'll be finished with this barn. Then we're going to start working on the glamping. If you don't know what that is, that's glamorous camping. Or you either have like tents or like A-frames or little like cabins. We'll give you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Monday, we're getting a cow, a milking cow. You guys get to see all that kind of stuff. And the reason we do this channel is because like a lot of our friends want to see what we're doing because they think we're crazy, man. Leaving San Diego and coming out here, you know, into this beautiful spot. We love everything we're doing. So another thing too is we do this channel for homesteaders and like off-gridders because you can learn from our mistakes. Okay, you can look at this pile right here. Here's a problem I'm having. Everything is going good. But this stuff is all thorny, and a rake you can only pull. I can't stand in the fire and pull that thorny stuff towards me, so I'm going to get the coolest tool that all homesteaders really should need, or off-gridders. I'm going to go get that right now. And like I said, if you don't know what to comment, just say, hey, Dave, I'm glad you didn't cut your leg off yet. Tool that I use the most out here is, I think they're called pry bars. Big piece of metal, right? I use this for all kind of things. Like when I'm digging a hole and I hit a rock, I can get the rock out. When I cut down a tree and there's still the root system, I can hit that with a chainsaw and I can pry out the roots with this if I want to get them out of there. When I'm cutting logs and the log's on the ground, I can stick this underneath the log, pry it up, and put a piece of wood underneath it so I can cut logs. Right now, I'm going to try to use it on this wood pile to move that brush that has all these thorns. And look, this thorny stuff, I've been through many, many, many leather gloves. They all, I even got a pair that was for thorns for roses specifically. First day I used it, So look, there's really no quality leather gloves out there. If you know of any, let me know down in the comment. But let's see what we can do with this pry bar. So I don't know if this is going to work, and this is pretty sketchy, but I know there's a log in here. Let me see. There you go. I can lift it up a little bit, push it over there. There we go. Get back from the smoke. I know there's a log right in here. I can push it a little bit. See, now at least I can see the flames coming through. Oh, probably melted my shoes on that one. Oh, I don't know about this thorny stuff. Let me try it. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's getting over there a little bit. Look, this is work, man. This is work. Well, there you go. Yeah, I can see the flames coming over now. Oh. One more. There we go. Yeah. All right. Now we got a nice little air pocket here. I can start manipulating it a little bit more. Look, I can get to this log. I couldn't get to that before. I need to get my gloves back on. I helped out a little bit. Now that I'm getting kind of down to the nitty gritty, like I said, this stuff's very thorny. I need one of these. So what did I have? A shovel, a metal rake, a pitchfork, a pry bar, a chainsaw. Okay. And then another thing, what I learned today was like, I didn't need that tire to start the fire. Those bags with the dog food in it worked great because it has petroleum in it. And when you set it on fire, you didn't see it, but you can see it dripping. And as it drips down, it starts more fire. So that's a great way to like pollute less and get your work done as far as burning your piles.
Doot, 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 boop.
Okay, so I dropped my microphone somewhere, so I'm going to voice record over this. So I found a little branch or kind of like a small log that's under the ice and snow, and I can't get it out with kicking it with my foot, so I'm going to use my pry bar, the best tool you can have here. So basically, I'm just going to stick this pry bar underneath this little branch and then kind of just pry it up. That way I can get to it. Let me get under there right about right here. Yep, there you go. Bam. It's popped up. Let me get up underneath it a little bit more. And then I can get my chainsaw on there and cut it into a bunch of little pieces and throw it on top of the fire. Yeah. Give me some little pieces now. Oh, and my wife is home from Bible study. She's going to come down and help me out eventually. Anyway, so I got some good flames here, but not over there. So I'm going to use my shovel and take some of the coals and put them onto the other side. I'll tell you what, this is like this 32-degree thermals. I really don't need to wear it right now, but I'll tell you what, a little ember fell on the back of that sucker and started burning. And I could feel like the polyester or whatever the plastic is in this, like sticking to my chest and burning. So really should be wearing cotton and linen, and wool.
No copywritten music in my videos.
It's been going on for like 3 hours now. You can see it's a lot smaller, man. It used to be like all the way up to there. I took the coals from this side, started throwing them over here. Now look, I'm getting a fire inside this end because it's kind of uneven. It's burning good here, not so much there. So now we just need some time. I'm gonna take a break, maybe walk down the creek, see what's happening. Hey, so my little helper finally showed up. Thank you, baby. We got it down to this right here. So we'll go in and have dinner and let this burn for a while. So pretty much the end. Good size over here. Yeah, baby, look at that. That looks good in there. And probably about another 3 hours, I'll come back down here and look at this. We got the sun setting, got the fire going. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. But I'm coming home. I'm coming. I'm coming home. I'm coming. Homestead, Overland, Virginia.